Hey, welcome to the Baywater Boat Club Hour. My name is Adam Botana, and I'm with my excellent co-host,
Jake the Millennial here.
Hey guys, good morning. Good morning, and welcome to the Baywater Boat Club Hour. We talk about everything boating in Southwest Florida. And now Jake and I are 6 feet apart. We're at Jake's house, so we're recording. So
If you hear the AC unit, I'm sorry.
yeah, new AC unit in his house here. No, he does not have a mullet yet, but I'm sure it will
knew
come.
it was coming.
It's going to probably come here pretty soon. But I was outdoor knocking up in Fort Myers. I said, Jake, I'll check out the new pad. So I'm out here, and it's a nice place, man. I like it.
Yeah, it's nice. See, we got Bailey in here. She's laying down somewhere.
She likes a terrazzo floor, so
It's probably perfect for her.
Yeah.
It's probably hot. It's hot.
Yeah, it's hot outside, very hot. So thanks for tuning in this morning. We're going to talk about boats, and we had a really good show last week. Thanks to Jake with the text line. And if you always have any questions, please text us. And what's that text line, Jake?
It's 479-5592, area code 239-479-5592.
Folks, text a question in. We'll be more than happy to answer it. Get you guys involved. We gave away a boat rental last week to, who was it, Richard?
Yeah,
Richard. Thank you, Richard. You the man. So we're going to go ahead and do that again. So if you have any questions, please text us in there. You can also look us up. We're at BWBCH.com. We're a family-owned and operated boat club down in Bonita Springs. Family's been here since the 50s. We've got pontoon boats, deck boats, center consoles, and there's no better way to have social distancing than when you're on a boat. So it's a good thing to do to come out there and hang out, see the dolphins, come see Bailey, come see us. We've got an open house coming up the 12th, 13th, and 14th. So I believe that's Father's Day, too. So
Nice.
that'll be a nice thing to buy Dad a membership to Baywater Exclusive Boat Club. Definitely a thing to do. Right now, it's so cheap, too. We've got some great pricing. We call it Corona pricing. That's probably a little much, but, it is what it is. But we got a good deal right now, so if you want to come on over, check it out. We're going to have that the 12th, 13th, and 14th, and that'll be 8 to 5 every day. So it's a Baywater Boat Club open house. We're 2 miles west of 41 on the right-hand side on Bonita Beach Road, exit 116. We've got 41 boats in our club right now with 395 members in our club. So we keep a strict 10-to-1 member-to-boat ratio, so it gives you great availability. At our club, you can keep the boats out overnight, multiple day. You want to go fishing, you want to go cruising. I tell you what, yesterday we had one of our members' kids. I mean, he's been there. My parents have been in the club for probably about 5-6 years now, so now he's old enough to take the boat out by himself, and he's an FGCU grad. But he came back with a huge permit. They went out spearfishing out in about 45 feet of water, so it wasn't too deep out there. He wasn't too far out there, but massive permit. I mean, the biggest one I've ever seen. That was pretty cool. But I don't think I would jump in the water and go spearfishing, because then you spear the fish and you tie it to yourself, and then you're swimming around with that. And
You're just like bait.
Yeah,
You're on a hook.
Yeah.
You are the bait for the shark.
You don't want to go over there and just, fight with the shark for that fish. Be like, here you go. Thanks, bud. I'll see you. I was talking to another friend of mine. They were out quite a ways, and they seen a massive, massive bull shark out there. And I don't know if it was a bull because they're short and squatty, and it was short. And he says the back was just enormous. So 800 to 900 pounds. So I don't think bull sharks get that big. Maybe they do. I'll have to talk to Bob.
That's pretty big.
Yeah, that's a big fish. And he says it was just huge, just fat and huge. So that kind of scared him. It's like that whole thing when you see that fish, you're like, whoa, everything slows down.
Don't those go in both salt and fresh water?
Bull sharks, yeah. I remember one time they caught up the Caloosahatchee, went after a manatee one time. That was a long time ago. There was a manatee there, and by the time they got there, it was not good. But, yeah, so they do go in salt and fresh, but almost being that short, squatty, body, we could probably talk to, like I said, one of the guys over the Marine Lab. But it might even been a great white because they know they are here now. They do here when they tagged them. They were tagging over at FGCU at the Vestra Lab, and they were tagging those sharks. They actually just get a GPS and drill a hole through its dorsal fin, and whenever that shark breaches the surface, it pings up to the satellite, and they can see where it is. So that's pretty cool stuff. That's when I realized that these sharks do migrate. Pretty wild. So they do migrate from the northeast down to the Gulf. They never thought there was great whites here, but they are. So they're out there. So,
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff we don't know about the ocean and the waters, apparently.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
It's definitely something a millennial would say.
Yeah, definitely one of the least explored places on the planet Earth is the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah, and there's probably a lot of junk down there, too. Could be interesting. A lot of anchors that our members lose all the time. I had a member call up. He's like, hey, man, I'm so sorry I lost an anchor. I go, but it's part of the thing. It's part of owning a boat. That's why you join the club, because we take care of it. Obviously, the member had to pay for the anchor, but we get another one on there, and you don't even have to worry about it. Just cut the line and let it go. Not worry. If you got a massive tide ripping through there, and stuff like that happens. I've had members, they throw the anchor out, and they're in a pass, and that tide's just ripping, and they try to tie it up before that doesn't end very well for them. And right out of the hand, they're gone. See ya. So, But
are there any treasures? Like buried treasures out here?
Remember we had Billy on the show. He was going to do a treasure map out there.
That was a genius idea. I'm just saying.
I know.
It was great.
I think Blackbeard was around our area here. I mean, there's always rumors of there's treasure out here, and 500 years ago, I don't think anybody want to be here because this is mosquitoes and as big as, crows. I don't think I want to be here then. But there probably is treasure out there somewhere.
All right, so if anyone knows of any treasure stories that me and Adam can go hunt on the weekends, 479-5592.
That would be good. Yeah, that is a good play. Yeah, absolutely. Any kind of research. I'm gonna talk to my brother because he's a big history nut about around here. So we'll go see if there's any treasure.
Because you had that one guy, right? The guy who had the Colt and Estero.
Oh yeah, you're talking about the Koreshan.
Yeah,
Koreshan State Park in Estero.
So if you got weird stuff like that going on here, I'm pretty sure there's some gold.
There might be.
I mean, maybe.
Who knows? But this weekend's looking great. I mean, we're getting into that summertime forecast right now. So get out early. I tell you what, I've realized, Jake, I've gone and picked up my campaign boat a couple places. It was in Sanibel, and now we're always popping it up somewhere else. It was on the causeway there for a while, and now I'm moving it around, so it'll probably be in Fort Myers Beach or Bonita. But the weather has been great. And when I go to pick up the boat, I get up early. And you get out there in the water at like 6 o'clock in the morning, 7. It's cool. It's nice. It's flat. Beautiful ride. So if you get a chance to get out there, and even in our boat club, you can do that. You can pick up the keys the night before and take the boat out early. So if you want to catch sunrise right over the water, that's beautiful. It's just as nice as the sunset. A little cooler, though. So it's nice to run out there. And we had a couple members go up to Boca Grande this past weekend and spend a weekend up there. So with our club, you're able to do that too. So you can go overnight. They stayed at the Gasparilla Inn. Another good place is Tarpon Lodge. Another good place in Pine Island. But Gasparilla Inn at Gasparilla, that is a pretty good. That's Lee County. I didn't know that. But that's there's a little piece of land up there. That Gasparilla Island, half of it is in Lee County. So now I actually have to go up there and knock on doors there too. So
hey, do what you got to do.
We'll get it done. I
mean, there's some weird county lines. I remember when I was a kid, we lived our front yard was in Walker and our backyard was in Winston County.
And this was in Alabama?
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
it was weird.
Yeah. Uh-huh. As my parents, they had a place in Murphy, North Carolina. I think a lot of people from here, a lot are like, yeah, we know Murphy. There's a lot of people from Southwest Florida. But their property lines are all kind of gerrymandered and kind of weird. When we were trying to sell the property, it was a little bit of an issue because the lines just going every which way. So I'm sure, folks, if you bought property in North Carolina, you know how that goes there. So, but it's going pretty good. We're looking forward to this weekend. It's going to be a great weekend ahead out there. And then also, like I said, the open house, mark your calendars, June 12th, 13th, and 14th. It's going to be a great open house, and we'll probably have Jake come down.
Sure, why not? I don't have nothing else to do.
Yeah.
So is it on the weekend?
Mm-hmm. Saturday, Sunday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Come on over, buddy.
I'll come over and eat free food.
There you go. That's what I'm saying. We'll flip a burger for you or something. Who knows? But come out and see us. We've got some exciting stuff. We got some new boats coming in. So we're really excited about that. Our members are excited. But, we've got pontoons and deck boats to just chill out and relax and, have a good time out there. And just, cruise around and go from there. And you want to just go out to lunch. There's a lot of good places to go. Fish House, Fishtail. There's a lot of good stuff to do out there. So what you going to do otherwise besides just hang out here in your nice, very cool house, Jake, on Saturday, Sunday?
To be honest with you, I'm going to get some yard work done probably. I'm going to probably cut the grass this weekend. I'm currently going to be building a studio in my spare bedroom.
Nice.
So it's going to take me some time to do that. Plus, I still got to get some stuff. I have some stuff that's coming in the mail, but it's not all gotten here yet.
I'm impressed. A very clean house, Jake, for a millennial. It's very nice.
Yeah, I try to stay clean.
Dishes are clean. I mean, I'm impressed, man.
Well,
Good job.
And I don't have any food in my fridge right now, but everything.
I know Bailey was sniffing it. She's like, "What's around here?"
There's to-go boxes in my fridge.
Save a couple bucks, man.
No, I know. It's just, I live 5 minutes away from Publix and Winn-Dixie. So
Yeah.
I know, I'm just lazy.
North Fort Myers up here representing. It's nice.
Yeah, right off Bayshore. Don't come see me.
We're not going to say the address because girls are coming here like crazy.
Yeah, I doubt that.
Jake.
Highly doubt that.
Jake, that mullet's going to be so... All right, I'm not going to impress that.
No, but I'm going for the best mullet of all time, everybody. I've had a lot of people call me.
You're going to shave the sides and everything.
It's going to be... I'm going for something a little different. I'm going to do like a skin fade on the side, go from like skin to about a 3. And then instead of, leaving it short in the front, I'm going to try to do like a comb back.
Nice.
Like comb it straight back.
You wear a hat all the time too,
It
so
don't matter.
you can cover it up.
That's
you can
the
cover
whole point.
You can
'cause
cover it up.
I'm wearing the hat regardless.
Yeah,
So.
but it'd be cool. I mean, like, get it. You pull his hat off. You're like, whoa.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
News in the front, party in the back.
Yeah. Anyways, that's a good one. That's a good one there. Folks, yeah, hey, if you have any questions about the club, please text us. I mean, because that was a big, I like that. That was good. We had some questions, and the questions we had over last week were good. Can we split memberships? Can we keep them out overnight? And those are all things that people ask all the time. Can I watch the sunset? Yeah, absolutely. You just book the boat for 2 days. At Baywater, we're here to take care of you. We've just, with our boat club, we're lucky because we own everything, our land, our docks, our marina. And why we say that is because, we're financially stable than any other club out there. We don't pay rent to where we go. So that's how we can control the ratio. The 10-to-1 is a big thing. It's contractual with you, so we cannot exceed that. So when I get 411 members, we buy another boat. So we just keep on growing. And we got 30 slips coming in. I know we've talked about it forever, but permitting and everything else and banks but we got 30 more slips coming in, so we're pretty excited about that. That'll give us a lot more room to grow and spread out. And then, we'll just keep washing and washing and washing because it never ends. And it's been a tough year. I mean, we've had a couple tough years here the last couple of years, but this Corona looks like a lot of people are buying boats and getting out on the water. It's definitely something to do. And, folks, if you're up north and you're listening to this, I know you can't travel to Europe, you can't travel around, but come on down here to Florida and come spend some money, hang out, because there's a lot of stuff to do. Flights are cheap. Restaurants are, they need business. I know a lot of buddies of mine that are in restaurants, and they struggled. They had to do the to-go, and their staff, really the staff is really what took a big hit this year. It's bad.
Yeah, we've definitely all been affected by this.
Yeah, it's not good, but, it looks like our governor's doing a good job getting us open back up. And that's important. I like Governor DeSantis. He's done pretty good. And I've talked to some people who say, well, he's a mini Trump. Well, he's doing what he's doing.
Imagine having Gillum in there, okay? He got arrested with male prostitutes and methamphetamine in Miami, and no one's talking about that. So.
Yeah, well, probably Corona's the best thing ever happened for that guy because
it's not pretty convenient.
Not at the right time. So that always happens with that there. So, Bailey, how we doing? You liking it? Yeah, she's liking it.
She's snoring.
This is some mood lighting in here too, Jake. This is nice. I like it.
Yeah, there's a couple more things I want to do in this little bedroom studio. This is just going to be like my production area.
Yeah.
And like recording and stuff will be in the big boy studio that'll be in the spare bedroom. Because I have a closet full of equipment that just sits there and it's like I need to utilize it. Because eventually at some point I'm going to start some kind of podcast. I don't know what it's going to be yet. I tried to do the Jake the Millennial podcast, but it's kind of hard to have a guest on a show that is branded to me.
Well, I think you could make it work. I'd come over.
Jake the Millennial on some kind of podcast.
Yeah.
And then like just making it all about me was just, and it wasn't even going to be about me, but even just naming it, it's just too confusing. It doesn't even make Baywater Boat Club Hour. We know what we're getting,
We're talking about boats, and a couple guys is hanging out here. I had a guy I was talking to last week, and he called in. I know him, a personal friend of mine. He says, man, I loved hanging out with you on Saturday morning because it sounds just like a couple guys just talking about it. And I've had a few people say that, and it's great. It's good that, you tune in and you listen to us. I appreciate it. Please keep going. I talked to a few people and say, hey, Saturday mornings I'm running to work. I turn you guys on, and I really enjoy listening to a couple guys just talk about everything that happens here. So it's a good show. So folks, please keep tuning in, and we'll keep getting out there and get it taken care of. So, if there's anything you want to know else about boating in Southwest Florida, we can talk about it. Naples is a great place to go. Down there, I mean, Jake will make it down there eventually. Now he's kind of seen from Fort Myers, from the Caloosahatchee, all the way down to Bonita when we drove.
Yeah, I haven't been on a boat in Naples yet.
No, so we'll get that taken care of. And the houses down there are just crazy. A lot of members want to, just show their friends around and let's look at homes. And a lot of our members are pretty spoiled. People are like, well, when I join a club, what time do I have to be here? It doesn't matter to us. You got the boat all day, so it's yours.
All right.
So, most of our members are pretty spoiled. So they show up 10, 11, take it to 3, 4. But, that's 5 hours on a boat. That's a lot of boating. That's a lot. So then you go out there and you have lunch. You hang out lunch for an hour and a half, so it breaks it up a little bit. You get out of the boat, and you go to the beaches and dolphins, and I mean, it's just it's nice. And I've been on a boat a lot lately, moving that Campana boat around quite a bit. And as you know, I'm running for District 76, state rep. Yeah, so we're gonna get that done. So hopefully, don't get mad at me on here for saying that. But we're
you'll be the one paying the fine, not me.
so. But it's going pretty good. But there's just a lot of stuff to go out there and see and get out on the water and go up there. I know they're doing some tarpon fishing up in Boca Grande now, and the fishing's been great. Water has been beautiful. And then why it's so nice right now is because we haven't had the rains where the fresh water, hits the soil, goes down into the rivers, and kind of makes it dirty out there, and with all our other issues that we have with water quality in Southwest Florida. But right now, I mean, it's the prettiest I've seen the water in a long time. As long as pretty blue water, and you come out on an incoming tide, you definitely have some nice water. But we had a few new members this past weekend. We had a guy down. I had to deliver a boat down in Naples, and I'm going out of Wiggins Pass. And I said, that looks like one of our boats. Oh yeah, it was there all night. Got stuck. He beached it. Trimmed the motor up. Like I always say, don't do that. He trimmed it up as he got into the beach to get up there, and that tide dropped, and he was. We went and picked him up. And we put an anchor light on the boat. We had one of our guys go out there and check it. But, yeah, I had to wait till the next day at 10 o'clock to get it off. So that happens. Just be careful with that.
Always going to run into some kind of something.
Yeah, it does. It does out there. So how's the Facebook show coming? Is that going pretty good or what?
Yeah, it's going good. Been doing our best to stay consistent with it. We're trying to get more equipment. We're trying to get better cameras. There's a couple things. It's just running into technical issues of people being able to hear what's going on, because we're feeding to run the show live properly and then be able to run it professionally at the same time takes a little bit more equipment than we have.
And we're talking about the Drew Steele show in the morning.
Correct.
Drew and Jake in the morning.
Yeah,
should be Jake and Drew, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's all right. Maybe one day. But we're doing the live stream on Facebook and YouTube. We're mainly focusing on the YouTube channel. Facebook is kind of a given. We'll always stream there too, but trying to put content on YouTube with videos and stuff that you can't really do on Facebook, make it easily accessible without it being
clickable.
Right, without it being completely flooded by other news and stuff that we post on the Facebook page.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's just working out technical things, trying to get it all up to par and looking really, really good.
Good. Now, I listen to Drew every morning when I'm driving to work or if I'm out there running about, but he does a good job. And then you got Trey at night, so everybody listens to 92.5. I know a lot of people turn the station on. They listen to it all the time. The people I meet out there are like, oh, you're the boat guy. When I'm out there knocking, oh, you're the boat guy. You're the guy that's out there on the radio. So, I mean, that does make a difference. So there's a lot of people out there that listen to this show and listen to the 92.5 because it's, Fox News, man. Pretty bad about Rush, though. Hopefully he comes back and feels better and gets that done, too, because I really like listening to him. He's a pretty good guy there. and he's we don't have any cough buttons here either yet, so we'll have to work
I'm
on
drinking a Red Bull and it's hitting me funny.
it. So definitely a lot of stuff to do out there. We're excited, for this summer. A lot of people are going to be coming out, and like I said again, we have that open house, and that is the 12th, 13th, and 14th of June. It's Father's Day weekend. Come on out and join the club. Special pricing. It hasn't been this cheap in a long time, folks, so definitely come out and see us. If you're thinking about joining the club, you're thinking about buying a boat, come see us first. We've had people that come in, they're like, oh, I want to buy the 33-foot center console, or I want to buy the pontoon. They join the club to see, I'm going to do this for a couple of years and see how it goes. And then 8 years later, they're still in the club because they're not going to, this is the easiest way to go. Folks, when you take people out on your boat up north, you go out there, you come back, you walk away. Your friends walk away and you got to wash that boat for 2 hours. Now you can be those people. You just unload your stuff, throw it back in a soft-sided cooler, and walk out to your car. We take care of the rest. And it's just the easy way to go. I mean, it's unbelievable. A lot of people, it's funny when people join, the first couple times they're very skeptical. They're like, I don't know if this is going to really happen. I don't think this. Then after about 3 or 4 months, they're like, well, this is the best thing I've ever did. This is better than golf. And then when the kids come down, they can use the boats. We allow, your kids, as long as they're adults, 21 and up, they can use pontoons and deck boats. They can use anything to 150 horsepower. So that's about 30 of the 41 boats in the fleet. So what happens is it's a man and wife or husband and wife, or wife and husband, whatever it is. Whoever's a primary, one of you is a primary member. So a primary can take any boat out they want. Any boat out they want. Secondary can take anything up to 150 up to 200 horsepower. So that is the pontoons, the deck boats, the center consoles, and that does that's a lot of the boats out there you can take. But if you want to take the double decker, because we have a lot of members that come down, and they come down and they're like, well, my kids are here, they want to do a bachelorette party, so we have captains available. We set up a couple captains for our members where they just want to relax and just take it easy. They just want to hang out. And there's nothing like being chauffeured around, for sure. Right, Bailey? I know. I hear you over there snoring. So there's a lot of stuff to do. And, that's a nice thing to do. You can just take it easy and kick back and let the captain drive. We can set that up for you at Baywater. And then, we got the daily rentals, too. If you never boated before, you want to kind of get into it, we've got the daily rentals. We got those for half days and full days. And we could use some rentals because it's been a little slow lately with everything going on. It's been a little slow. So you can hear Bailey's nails in the background here. She's out there walking around.
Yeah, she's trying to find a comfy place to lay down at. She's exploring.
Yeah. Well, she's licking the floor. I think, Bailey, are you thirsty again? You're always thirsty, girl. I tell you.
What you licking the floor for, Bailey?
She's 13. What can you say? She's an old girl.
She can do what she wants.
She can do what she wants. She loves to be on the boat, on the water with the dolphins there. So, folks, we're going to take a quick break here. We're coming up to our halftime show. So we'll be back in just a minute. And we'll be here, rest of the show here talking about it. If you do have any questions, please, text them in or, always look us up, BWBoatClub.com, or you can go to, or you can just give us a call, 239-495-0455. Again, that's 239-495-0455. Or look us up at BWBoatClub.com. Be back in a sec. Hey, this is Adam Botana from Baywater Boat Club. Join us Saturday mornings from 7 to 8 a.m. for the Baywater Boat Club Hour. We talk about boating, fishing, and everything you can do out on the water. Brought to you by Baywater Boat Club, the exclusive club of Southwest Florida. Tune in Saturdays for the Baywater Boat Club Hour on 92.5 Fox News. So welcome back to the Baywater Boat Club Hour. I am Adam Botana, along with my co-host,
Jake the Millennial.
Thank you, Jake. And thanks for letting me check out your place here while we do this show here. Eventually, Phase 2, we might be going back to the studio.
I'm hoping that's when we open the studio back as Phase 2.
That'd be good. Because going from my house, and Bailey doesn't mind it, but it is kind of a pain. But we're making it. We'll get there. Boating's been packed. People have been just crazy using boats. So, folks, when you're out there, just be cautious and watch out for everybody else. Wear life jackets. I was watching some Facebook, video about a guy with his son out there, and his son's probably 8, 9 years old, and they were fishing at a tournament, coming into a pass. I think it was up around, on the Panhandle or something, and something happened. The kid yanked the wheel, threw the dad out. So then the kid, not knowing, he jumped out because if his dad went in the thing. So now they're trying to get to this boat, and now they're in they're out and they're not wearing life jackets or anything, and this boat's going in circles, and his kid's freaking out, and lucky it doesn't hit him, but he's that boat's right there, and it's just in gear, and it's just but you can't stop. So they swim to a buoy because they were in the pass. The kid made it to the buoy. And then the dad, he was winded, man, and luckily FWC was there, and they seen him. They threw him a life raft, and I asked him, can you get in a boat? And he's like, no. So just be careful out there. A lot of our members wear those auto inflates if they're going out, deep, or just whatever. But it's just smart to wear. I mean, it's a good idea. And, and it's amazing, Jake, is how many people are like, my baby has to wear a life jacket?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Every time.
Well, it's so uncomfortable. Well, so's a car seat. But, I mean, that's just the way it happens. And usually once you put the little rug rat in a life jacket, and they're good. You put a towel down on the seat, and they sit there, and they get used to it after, 20, 30 minutes, if they're freaking out. But once they get used to it, they're happy as heck, and usually they're passed out by the sound of that motor anyways.
Buy them one that fits them specifically and have them wear it on the way.
Yeah.
So that they get used to wearing it.
Go to West Marine. There's plenty of places out there. We have everything at the marina, but if you want a certain one, we clean and sterilize everything, throw them in a washer. So they go through a wash cycle and everything like that. So we do have them because these things come back pretty bad sometimes. There's all kinds of food on it, and sand, and just,
Fish guts.
Yeah, fish guts, yeah, But
fish poo.
Fish poo. All right, I like it. Vocabulary. That's nice.
I mean,
yes.
What's the technical term? Just
feces? Fish feces?
Yeah, those two words together just don't sound right. Fish feces, just that's like a band name from the 90s.
Yeah, it just doesn't work out. But no, so we got all the life jackets, all the equipment that you want right there at our marina. So you just show up, hop on the boat, go, come back, walk away. It's the easy thing. Simple, easy peasy. And you'll always see one of us there. My dad, myself, my brother Larry, our dock master, he'll be there. And if you see, Bailey, she's an old lab, she's running around. Dad's starting to bring the Chihuahuas back to the boat club again. So you might see a Chihuahua run on it. We're dog people, so, we're dog friendly. Bring the dogs out. We got members who join the club just to use the boats for Dog Beach. Because, I don't know if you've ever been to Dog Beach. I showed you, Jake, when we went out there.
Yeah, I've been, I think, once.
There's a ton of people. And to walk in there, you got to walk through these, tidal pools, and that's kind of gross sometimes. It's a little rough. That water doesn't get cycled out too much. So we have members that just join the club for the dogs. So they take the pontoon, and our boats have power poles. I tell people, what's a power pole? Well, it's just, you push button, drops it like a fiberglass tipped rod on a hydraulic ram right into the sand. So you're not even messing with the anchor. You're not even throwing the anchor. And it works up to 6-8 feet here, which is pretty much all our water here. And then you pull up there and you get into 2 or 3 feet of water. You just hop off the back of the boat. Pooches swim in, and they just hang out in that boat all day, and they just love doing it. And the members come back, and them dogs are tired. They're just ready to go home, and that's it. So definitely one way to wear them out. But a lot of our members have dogs, and we're dog friendly. We just ask that you have them on a leash when you come to our marina, because Bailey's old and she's kind of she just hangs out underneath the desk. But yeah, we don't want nothing crazy.
Yeah, but she's trained to she's a dolphin spotter.
That's right, Bailey? Dolphin, where is it? Get it. She's there. She's looking. She's like, Dad, we're inside a house. There's no dolphins here.
See, she's a smart dog. She knows.
She knows what's going on. She knows. But she's been, she hangs out with me all the time in a truck or anywhere. The funny thing is, though, she is like I'm going to get off a little bit of boating here, but she's like a little kid. She's like I go to my parents' house for dinner. Okay. We go over there family dinner. We do it. We try to do it once a week. We're still doing it. I mean, we're a tight family. And, so I take Bailey over, and she's always ready to go to Grandpa and Grandma's house. She goes everywhere with me. Like, I go anywhere, she's right here on my hip. But when I go to Grandpa and Grandma's house, She hides underneath the coffee table like a little kid. Like she don't want to leave Grandma's
You don't
house.
want to leave.
She don't want to leave. Like
They got
I'll get
better
up-
food, Dad.
Yeah, they do. It's funny. It's crazy. My dad laughs about it. My mom does too. You know, like, hey Bailey, you ready to go? Every other time she's like hobbling along. Let's go. We go to my grandma and grandma's house. Nope. She'll just kind of look at me, leave me that look. I go, you want to stay? She'll just stay there, and she'll play the game. You know, she'll hide underneath the coffee table, kind of like looking around the corner. And then as soon as I leave, she pops up and she's like, hey, Grandma, where's the food? You know, where's the snack? You got a greenie for me? You
Treat.
know, where's the treat? Where's the treat? So, yeah, she's it's funny. It's just like a little kid. I was like that when I was a kid. I never wanted to go home. I always wanted to stay at grandparents' house. So,
Yeah, I didn't like being home either.
Yeah.
I'd be outside in the woods most of the time, building forts and trees,
there you go. That's
or falling out of trees trying to build forts and then going and getting stitches and stuff.
yeah, I could see that. That happens. You know, it's always fun. So, you know, it's always a different, different deal. But growing up here in Southwest Florida, it was nice. I mean, you're here in Pine Island, you were here in, you're in Alabama and everywhere else too. So, definitely a great place to grow up for kids. Even if you're coming down here and you're thinking about, joining a club, or you just want to get into boating, or you're recent people that have just moved down here and you don't know what to do or how to communicate, or just not communicate, but just how to meet some people. Boating community is the best way to go. And the boat club is easy. It's cheap. It's a cheap way to get out on the water, occupy you. As much as it costs to rent a boat a day, that takes care of your month's dues at Baywater. You get that initial down payment to get in, but it's nothing. It's just a cheap way to go. And it gets you out there in the water. And believe me, once you get a boat with a couple water slides, you're going to have lots of friends. We got a lot of people from Gardner, a local company here. We got some people from Hertz. Unfortunately, I don't know what's going to happen with that. But we got a lot of locals in our club, and it's nice. In the summertime, we got a lot of people that have businesses, and they can't use the boats in the wintertime. They don't want to deal with it because they're busy working. So in the summertime, they just want to hop on a boat and go. Otherwise, you're going to be sitting there. I had a buddy call me today and say, hey, what's the best pontoon to buy? Well, I buy a Bennington. Our deck boat's really good in the Gulf. Do they have a V-Haul? And I'm like, not really, So I said, maybe go buy a walkthrough. But, he's like, well, I want to get something for $30,000. Well, you ain't going to get nothing for that. Unless you got some kind of sweet, cream puff or something like that. But that doesn't happen. So when you're out there, just, if you're looking about buying a boat, it's tough. I mean, I've got members that live on the water. They still join the club because they don't want to deal with the hassle of owning a boat. And plus, new house, new boat. Old house, no boat. And that's what you'll see all the time out there. When you're out there riding around, you'll see big old house, a few years old, and you just see an empty boat lift because nobody wants to be on, they don't want to deal with the hassle. Even when it's right behind your house, it's not easy because you got to clean it, you got to maintain it. I was talking to Tommy, a friend of ours, and he's got a deck boat, and he's trying to figure out, he wants to redo the seats and what's this going on. And I mean,
Sell it.
Yeah, just to redo the seats, you're talking like $4,000 just to, redo the seats on a boat. I mean, they'll be done and they'll be good for a while. Or you can go out and buy the after brand and, go buy that. But that's, another problem. So there's a lot of stuff when it comes to boating. This just makes it easy. You show up, turnkey, and go. And folks, boats break down. I mean, it happens all the time. I mean, we've got an immaculate fleet. Like I say, my dad rivals the Amish when it comes to work. And he's on top of it all the time with maintenance. And our guys do a good job, but stuff just breaks. And what's nice about it, like say you got a boat and you got family coming down and you got a reservation on for Monday, and Sunday night that, we have it blows out a lower unit, or, water pump fails. Usually we can swap out something pretty quick, and it's not hard. But what's nice about our club is we have so many boats that stuff comes available. It's like an overbooked airplane. There's always something that comes open. So we're able to get our people out. And our members know that, and that's why they love our club. We got members that are staying here longer because they have the boat club, because they don't want to go home to Michigan or Minnesota. Minnesota, they got all kinds of problems now with COVID, and then now with the in Minneapolis, it's a sad deal. I got a good buddy of mine who's a cop, a couple good buddies of ours, who says, who hates a dirty cop, a good cop, and that's a bad deal up there. But, you got to, why do you want to go back to that? We're not even opening up yet. Who wants to go up and sit up north and just sit in the house all day when there's nothing to do? Down here in Florida, we're open. Come on out. Take a boat out. Go out to eat. At a distance, of course. 6 feet. And, come see us. Like I said, that open house is the 12th, 13th, and 14th of June. It's a couple weeks away. But, folks, if you're thinking about joining the club, look us up. A lot of people don't really know who we are. They say, oh, there's another club, that corporate one. No, we own everything. We're a small mom-and-pop shop, but we crush it. We do a great job with our members, and they love us. And, when we sign you up, we sign up your friends, too, because, a lot of members come in like, this is the best thing I've ever done. No, Bailey's snoring again over here.
She loves that floor, is what it is. It's super cold.
Yeah, and it's good for her.
She's probably hot. She's probably taking a nice little power nap.
Well, black dog in Florida, but she doesn't know any different, so it's all right. She's just hot all the time. But she loves hanging out at the marina there, so you'll see us. So come on down and see us at 12th, 13th, and 14th of June. We'll be there, 12th, 13th, and 14th. You'll hear our commercials, too. We'll be running commercials here. And, come on over and see us. Like I said, the water's been great. A really nice bounce back. Now, we don't expect it to be like this forever, until we get these rains and we start having runoff from the, we do have issues, guys, with our water here. I mean, we've been messing it up since the 20s. And, we're in 2020 now. So it's going to take us a long time to fix. It's not going to happen overnight. They're doing a lot of stuff with the Caloosahatchee. They're trying to send the water south, but there's so much more to it. There's a Kissimmee River Basin that feeds in the Caloosahatchee. There's sugar. There's homes. There's yards, grass. I mean, all this stuff adds up, and that causes problems. So we just have to really, work together. We got to stop pointing a finger and just get this stuff fixed because we can't take it. Our business can't take it. This is tough to definitely get out there and, say, hey, we want to take the boat out. But when it's not nice, who wants to go on the boat? And I understand that. But right now, it's beautiful. Come on out. Like I said, these guys caught big permits yesterday. They got, I don't think it was a Cabrera, but it was some different looking snapper. But really beautiful fish out there. So come on out and, get out there on the water and definitely have a good day. And it's cheap. I mean, I know everybody's got a little jingle in their pocket right now. Let's, we haven't been out eating much or not doing much, but let's have a good time and let's get out there and get on the water and have some fun. I know Jake's ready to go. He's totally psyched, man.
Yeah, I need to get out of the house. That's all I've seen literally is studio home for a very long time.
Yeah, but this is a nice place, man. I'm really happy for you. This is good. This is a nice place. I like it.
Is that how you spell archive?
Maybe.
Archive?
Archive. I'm the worst speller. Thank God for text to talk.
Right. I'm just gonna send it. It's okay.
So we're doing a little multitasking here. But folks, check us out. Again, if you have any questions, please text us to us. Text line
479-5592, area code 239.
479-5592. So text us if you have any questions. If you're driving down the road, do it safely. But just, shoot us a text, and we'll do another show probably next week. You know what, Jake? We should probably want to do that test. We got to do the boat test. We could do it right here. That'd probably be the best thing to do is get that figured out. We could probably do that right, as we're going there. Let's see how much time we got left, because I know there's a quick one, but I don't think that's going to happen. Oh, we got 16 minutes.
15 minutes?
15 minutes, so we could probably check it out.
Where is it?
So look up, folks, if you want to do this boat test, what it is, it's boatus.org. Boatus.org. And, folks, if you're born after 89, you have to take a boating safety class.
Is it education?
Education, there you go.
Free boating course?
Free boating course.
Choose your state.
Choose our state, Florida.
Florida.
All right, and there you go. And
I got to register?
You got to register it, but I think there's a quick one and there's a short one. So there's a whole big line there. Wow, that was pretty quick.
So it's going to find the right autofill.
There you go. But if you're born after 89, you have to have a boating card. They don't call it a license. They call it a boating card. And we require it. Our insurance requires it, and the state requires it. Okay, so you have to have this. So if you're going to come down and join the boat club, we tell you to have it. If you're going to rent a boat, you have to have it. This is the same thing when you go and rent a jet ski at the beach. They give you a quick boating class, and that's the same thing. So, it's a good idea to take this, and you can take it over time and, figure it out. You don't have to do it all at once. We're going to see exactly which one we're going to take here and see if we can take the short one or the, what are you, Asian or Caucasian? There we go. Okay. So
I'm working on it here.
But we're getting it done there. Oh, you're such a young kid. 94. I was in elementary school in 94. But it's really a good idea, and I tell all our members to take it too, because it's just a good idea, And I even took it when I took it. I was like, oh, that makes sense. That's an interesting deal. So it's good to really get out there and and you learn the rules of the road of what you have to do, and that's where it goes. So what do we got here? There we go. Look at that. Wow. There's a lot of clicking. But, there's other, they try to snag you.
Country.
BoatUS.org.
If I'm using BoatUS.org, why is it asking me? Oh, county. Goodness.
Yes, sir, Lee County.
USA Water Ski member ID? No, we don't need that. Okay, I agree. Let's go.
So create a registration.
Error. Of course, something's wrong. What is this? 10 characters starts with the N.
So as he's trying to get on here, but folks, there's definitely other programs out there, but BoatUS.org is a free one, and we suggest everybody do that one. Even if you have your card from Ohio, that'll work down here. That's fine, and it's just a good idea for, get them for the grandkids, get them, just have them do it, because it does make a lot of sense when you're going out there, just to kind of go from there, and then get your free online boating safety course, and it's well worth it. I know they're always updating it, and they're doing all kinds of stuff to it, but it's good. And even if you're doing paddle boards, we have course catalog, clean boat course, New Jersey.
Different states.
Wow.
There's modern marine navigation, offshore sailing school, oil spill prevention.
Yeah.
Sailing lingo.
Let's look at that one.
Sailing lingo. What we got here? Lesson 1. In this mini course, you'll explore some of the jargon and specialized terms unique to sailing. Sailing, beginning with the basic parts of the boat, like port, starboard, and yeah. Okay, so how do we start this?
Oh, that one says that one costs.
Yeah, it costs $8.50.
We don't need that one.
Where's the one that doesn't cost?
The free. We're looking for the free one.
I'm trying to find it.
First time user. There you go. Scroll down.
I'm signed in. Or wait.
As we're trying to sign in here, and this is a live show. Go figure. Well, if it was a live show, we'd have problems. But, this is an easy way to get on there and, go out there. And we recommend everybody have it when you go out there. And it just gives you an idea of how to boat where we're at. And I think next week I'm actually going to have a Coast Guard Auxiliary captain come in, our phone in, and just talk about some stuff that they do. And it's also good, like Officer Galloway. And nice.
Not nice.
Not nice. Two great guys, awesome. They do an awesome job. I'm thinking about you guys right now. We'll get you on here too. And it's just a good way to go out there, and stuff can go sideways in a boat really quick, and you got to be careful, like that we were talking about earlier, where you fall off the boat and your kid jumps off. I mean, there's been a lot of bad stories. So, you always think, it's not going to happen to me. But, that's why you wear the kill switch. If that guy would have been wearing a kill switch, as soon as they, fell off the boat would have stopped and they could have got back on it. That's a big thing. I tell our members all the time, wear the kill switch. Make sure you have that on, because if you don't, that's a bad way to go. It's not fun.
No, it's not.
So we're going to play with this lesson, and we're going to try it. Maybe we'll do it next week.
Yeah, I'm just going to give you guys a basic breakdown. So all boaters, like he said, born or after January 1st, 1988, are required to pass an approved boating safety course, such as the one that I'm looking at currently, in order to operate a boat in the state of Florida. You must pass all 7 lessons in order to receive your certificate of completion. This course will not entitle anyone under the age of 14 to operate a PWC in the state of Florida, which is a
personal watercraft, so wave runner.
All right, so no one under the age of 14 can operate a PWC in the state of Florida. After passing the Boat US Foundation free online boating course, Your free permanent boater education ID will be automatically mailed to you within 3 to 4 weeks, which is pretty cool. I want one just for the ID. I'll check out my boater's license.
Yeah.
And it'll also be a form of ID, so you could use it to get into a bar and stuff if it's got your date of birth and stuff on it. Just saying. It's also a nice little
picture,
perk.
though. No picture. But it
No
works.
picture, but yeah, whatever.
It works.
Maybe it won't work. If you do not, whatever, that's not important. Temporary certificate will make not important. Objectives. What is that? NASBLA?
NASBA.
The NASBLA approved boating safety
National-
course of Florida Boaters covers everything from the navigation aids and emergency situation to rules of the road or rules of the water and required equipment. Each of the 7 chapters includes a quiz at the end to test your knowledge. After reviewing all of the chapters, you will take a 75-question final exam. Includes 10 specific questions to boating laws in Florida. You have to pass the exam with a 80% or higher.
So that's better than any exam I've ever placed.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this one. I always shoot for, 70.
Well, you know what? This is going to take a little while. You know what we'll do is we'll just do a few over a couple.
Yeah,
couple shows.
All right, so maybe next week we'll do boats and marine environment.
Yeah.
And then we'll move on from there to boating equipment and trip planning, preparation.
Yeah, and we'll just knock one out a week so people understand it. It's a good win. We can make a little segment in our show because we need material. And I don't know. Let me know, folks, if you'd like to do that. Text us and see if that's something you want us to do, and we'll take this test and we'll keep you in line for next week and just keep dangling that hook a little bit there for you, bud.
Yeah, dangling that hook. I like that. That's a good analogy right there.
So keep you intrigued. But yes, folks. So boatus.org. You're born after January 1, 1988. You're required to have that. So it's a boating card. Make sure you get it. And then come out, and then you can rent boats and stuff like that. We do not rent to anybody under 21. You have to be over 21 to rent a boat. And that's just the way it goes. We have to have responsibility out there for those people. I'm not saying anybody under 21 is unresponsible, but there's some certain things that happen. Like if you came, Jake, to the marina, I'd be a little worried. I really would. If I didn't know you. Not to judge.
Makes sense. I'd be worried, too.
Especially with that mullet, I'd be like, oof.
It's not there yet, but,
Got that Bama hair. Got that Bama hair, buddy.
I got it flowing in the back, ready for the party.
There you go. So, folks, again, we have our open house June 12th, 13th, and 14th.
That's 2 weeks.
2 weeks from now. So come on out. We're going to have great pricing, specials, and that's a nice thing. And also, too, we had a story in a Spotlight magazine last week. So if you're getting that in the mail or you pick it up out there, you got a picture of my dad and I, and we had some quotes from some members about opening up with Corona, how we're cleaning the boats and maintaining them and keeping everything clean at the marina for our members. We asked, I know there's a lot of people who fight against masks and stuff like that, but if you're on our dock, we ask you wear a face covering when you're with our staff, and our staff is wearing face covering so we can move the boats out and make it easy for them. Once you leave the dock, it's up to you. Take them off. That's fine. You're outside. But just at the dock there when we're in close proximity to each other, within 6 feet, wear the mask so we don't have that problem. And that's why we're open, and we're open and running, and we're really excited. A lot of people get out on the water. A lot of people that never has been out in the water in a while, they come out there. So when you're out there and you see a big water boat rental boat or any rental boat, just give them a courtesy of just staying away. Keep a good distance because there's a lot of stuff going on there, and a lot of times they just don't know. I tell people all the time, hey, just assume they don't see you because that's how boating is down here. It's like driving cars.
I do
sometimes.
that on the road.
Yeah.
Honestly, I assume a lot of times that
They don't
I don't
see
trust
you.
people.
Oh no,
I don't believe blinkers. Even if you have it on, I don't believe you.
Yeah.
There's a lot of times I don't.
You just got to really watch that. And I've seen people just turn right in front of you. They don't even know that you're there. So just watch out for that. Definitely when you're out there. And
put your phone down on the boat.
Yeah, just you know what? Yeah, put your phone down. Yeah, you don't want to be texting. But just get out there and have a good time and come see us. You can find us at BWBoatClub.com. That is BW, like Baywater, boatclub.com. Or you can call us at 239-495-0455. 239-495-0455. And we'll get you taken care of, and we can get you taken care of there. And like I said, you can come out and see us there. We've got rentals, too. If you've never rented a boat, come on out. We'll show you how to get on the water and, show you where to go, what to do. We've got maps. We make it easy for you. And you can look that up at BaywaterBoatRentals.com. You can call the same number. Option 1 is boat club. Option 2 is the rental. And we got a great staff over there. They'll take care of you with whatever you need. So definitely a good way to go. So again, this is Adam from Botana from Baywater Boat Club and Rentals, along with my co-host
Jake the Millennial. Also podcast. You can find our podcast on Spotify, Pandora, Apple Music.
Maybe we'll be like Joe Rogan one day. We'll have a Spotify.
Sell our thing for
$150 million.
$100 million. That is crazy money for it's like a 2-year deal. I think it's not even that long.
Wow, that's crazy.
But yeah, and then within 48 hours, Spotify made $4 billion because of that.
Hey,
so to Joe Rogan,
smart man.
He was actually worth $4 billion.
Yeah,
just saying. But yeah, you can find it just about anywhere. You can Google Baywater Boat Club, our podcast, or Baywater Podcast. We get a lot of listenership from out of state recently. I'm thinking it's due to everyone being home. Thank you guys for listening. The easiest way to stay up on it is if you go to Apple Music or any of these providers and you subscribe to the podcast itself. You will get notifications on your phone when we upload them, but they upload at the exact same time that the show airs. So at 7 a.m. on Saturday mornings, they will be up. And if they're not up there right at 7 a.m., it'll probably take until about 8 sometimes for it to process. It all depends on how because it distributes through everybody differently. But the easiest way is to also just go to the website. Yeah. They have a link up on the website, Baywater Boat Club.
And just tune in. Thanks for listening. And we're here every Saturday morning here, Jake and I, and we appreciate you. And like I said, we're a little bit different show than out there, but we're just a couple guys having a good time talking about water and boating and growing up in Southwest Florida.
Main focus, clean waters. People.
Absolutely.
Clean waters. It's how we eat. In most cases,
how we live here.
Yeah, I mean, it's as a kid, there's not many things that I remember without some form of palm tree or sandy beach or some kind of water involved. So, and we got to keep it clean for the generations to come. Plus, that's pretty much how everyone makes their money down here.
Yeah, that's funny. I ask people, you live on the water? And some guys raise their hand. Some guys go, no, everybody does. If you live in Southwest Florida, you live on the water.
You live on the water.
As simple as that. You don't have to have it in your backyard. You don't have to have it in your front yard, but everybody lives on the water.
Yeah, I have it in my backyard.
Yeah, look at you, man. That's a cool place. I like this neighborhood, man. I like it. I think you're going to be here for a while.
Yeah, I'm going to be here for a little minute.
Yeah, that's good, man. Enjoy yourself. That's important.
We got to get down to the end of the road before you leave, okay? Because there's cul-de-sac and there's a boat ramp, and I just want to go up on a dude's door and just like, hey, can I use your boat ramp? I want to get a canoe, but I don't want to come down here and get shot. There's a lot of Trump flags on my street. I don't know if you've seen them.
Oh, I did. Yeah,
they're all up and down my street. So.
I was knocking in St. Carlos Park last week because, I'm running here. And St. Carlos Park, some great people. If you're listening, guys, I think of you and I appreciate you. And the feedback I got was awesome. But, I'm knocking on one door, and a guy, comes to the door. Can I help? Yeah, I'm Adam Botana. I'm running for state rep. Republican. He goes, oh, you're Republican? Let me put my gun down. I'll shake your hand. I was like, well, fist bump, all right? Let me get some hand sanitizer.
The little elbow
chicken
dab.
wing. The chicken wing.
The chicken wing. I like that.
Chicken wing.
Man. I'm going to make a T-shirt.
I had a guy tell me, I'll give you a chicken wing. I was like, that's pretty good. I've been telling everybody that. They laugh about that.
Oh, that's great.
A chicken wing. Hit the elbow there. But, San Carlos Park, and I was in Island Park after that. And great people. And it's funny is I'm out here knocking on doors because I'm running for this race. Now I know where everybody lives. It's kind of like, oh, hey, now I know where. It's kind of creepy. But
he's not going to remember. He's been to thousands, so there's no way he's going to remember where everybody lives.
Yeah. But anyways, folks, thanks for listening. Look us up, bwboclub.com. My name is Adam Botana. I'm here with my man, Jake the Millennial.
Millennial with the soon-to-be millennial mullet coming your way.
Millennial mullet. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll be here next week. Look us up. You can reach us at 239-495-0455. Again, that's 239-495-0455. That goes right to the marina. And remember, we have our open house 12th, 13th, and 14th of June, Father's Day weekend, a couple weeks out. I'm going to keep saying it, but come on out and see us. Join the club. It's the best thing you'll ever do. Thank you, Southwest Florida. We'll see you next weekend.